Hey, what's up? This is Michael, San Diego Skateboard Longboard Race Club. And this video is going to be a pre-run of the course for the Adrenalina Marathon coming on November 20th, 2016. Now, the clip started in this parking area for a lot of the contestants. As I'm watching this clip here, the road what you see right now will be used in the course. You'll go, after you make one complete lap, you'll go on this entrance road to the island and hook a U-turn and go back. It'll be all marked off with cones, etc. And to the left, which you can't see right now, will be the staging area, the start and finish line. And in the spirit of trying to not make this video clip go on and on and on, I'm going to just give you a pre-run of the course, and after I give you a little bit of data, we'll speed through it so we can get through this video as quick as possible. The main purpose of this vid is to give out-of-towners a kind of idea what the course looks like. The race consists of 6 laps around Fiesta Island, and it will be completely closed to traffic, and also bikes, etc. You will have to be an entrant in the race, which will also give you a transponder, so your lap times will be digitally recorded. Again, the race is 6 laps, and it totals out to somewhere close to 26.2 miles. And so we're actually headed north right now. I have set up my HDTV camcorder on a shoulder harness mount on one of my mountain bikes. This is the first time I've done this, but it turned out fairly decent. I wanted to not shoot with my iPhone. I wanted to have a little bit tighter of a picture. Anyway, less about that and more about the race. Well, the race course. Well, what's happening right now is there's just a light grade here. This is an area that I like to well, because of the light grade, if you're just learning switch, or if your switch side or your opposite side is a little weak, it's kind of nice to have the grade, because you know, it's easier to kick with a slight grade going uphill when it's not your strongest kick. So I'll just throw that out there real quick. And I think this is on the, let me see here, on the east side of the island. So if you were to turn your head to the right, will be, I guess, the 5 freeway. I'm gonna spin around, and we're coming up to what would be like there's a camp. I'm not sure if I've seen people camp out on this campground, whatnot. It's just a landmark. I'm gonna throw a few landmarks out there for you. Again, you're still going up a slight grade here. It's nice and comfortable. The wind isn't too strong on this side of the island. I'll throw that out there as well. And just for those of you who are from out of town and are not familiar with Fiesta Island, it's in San Diego, and this is Mission Bay. The other thing worth mentioning is on the day of the race, I've said it before, but there will be absolutely no automobile traffic or bicycles. You will have the road strictly for all the entrants for the Adrenalina Marathon. Well, I did remember what I wanted to mention for the out-of-town racers who've never been on Fiesta Island, except for the entrance where we started taking our lap from. There's no other way to get on the island other than by raft, swimming, boat. And there is a way to take a shortcut on the island. You don't have to go around the whole island, but during the race they'll have that coned off. And I'm only mentioning this, if you're able to pre-run the course, I'd highly recommend it. If you can get into town a day early, check it out. There are signs all along the road that allow you to take up the whole lane, but I wouldn't suggest it because people don't read signs, and a lot of the drivers on the road will be irritated. But on other occasions, like on the weekends, there'll be a lot of road bikes that'll group together and they'll kind of control the road. But on a skateboard by yourself, I would just stick to the sides. Adrenalina does an awesome job of prepping the road before the race. I would say like 98% of the road is pretty smooth, and there's just maybe a percent or two. I remember last year by the finish line that was I wouldn't say rough, but it wasn't as smooth as the rest of the course. And so right here, we're still coming along. This gradual upgrade is the split in the road, and the car that you just saw has chosen to take the shorter path around the island. But during the race, that will all be coned off, and you'll be going to the right. Now, as we continue to go up this grade, there's the camp I was talking about earlier, and one of my favorite sections of the course is coming up, because when we get to the sign of the camp and we begin to veer left, it's a nice grade. It's a good place to get some hard kicks in, as it has a very mild transition, but enough to get a good roll speed in and get in well, depending on the wind, sometimes the wind can be to your back and it'll push you along. And a little bit further down, it gets to it's more of a nice nice little drop to carry speed for a while. Alright, at this point you've just hit the last part of the transition, and the road still has a very mild grade going downhill, and we're still looking up north right now. And to the right will be, again, the 5 freeway. And I think I'm going to try to speed up this next little section here. Alright, after ripping through that continued kind of mild, very, well, I want to say, I hate calling it a transition grade. Yeah. After going down that very, very mild grade, which is another good place to just get some couple strong kicks in and regroup, fill your lungs with oxygen. We are now at the northest part of the island, and the wind will usually begin to, no matter what day it is, it'll be blowing kind of hard right here. And we have this long stretch, and this is, again, it's a gradual grade of an uphill, kind of making up for the grade that kind of lets you cruise in the section we just, well, not just we, but the section that you will roll during the race. So now this area is, you're looking towards the south right now, and to your right will be the west side. And I'm thinking yeah, that's in the distance. That will be still Mission Bay, but definitely on the west side. Well, I'm thinking if there's anything I should add to this little section other than the fact that this grade will continue to go up. It's gradual. Again, another nice area to kick with your weaker kick. You have a little bit more control, obviously, when you have a slight grade going up. And the most significant landmark that I'll again speak before you have a nice little steeper grade to go down to rest again will be, which is normally a dog park, but the day of the race it'll not be happening because obviously the course is closed off. Alright, I think it's time to rip through this video some more. Let's get it done. I mentioned earlier in the video that you could take a shortcut around the island. The section we just passed is where that road would connect you to the west side. It'll be, again, I remember, well, let me finish that last thought. It'll again be coned off, so there won't be no mistake about it. But last year they had a water station there. And so let's head on to the area with the landmark of the dog park. Alright, we're coming up on the area that is normally used as a dog park, except it'll obviously be closed on November 20th, 2016, the day of the race. Now, there's another slight transition drop right here. It's probably the quickest grade drop of the course. Another area to just, you know, catch a deep breath, get a couple hard kicks in. And you're looking absolutely south, but as you make the curve, now we're heading east again. So we're on the south end of Fiesta Island, heading east. And this area too, until about where the car is now, a little further up, it'll have a gradual grade going back up again. And it's very slight and gradual. And I'll speed up the video again to bring us to the area of where the start-finish line is. Now we're almost at the farthest southern eastern corner of Fiesta Island. Just past those cars is where Vendor Row will be, and obviously all the sponsors and the canopy and much of the crowd will be situated in that area. There'll be a water station as well. So let's move along to get up there. Well, at this point, we just blasted past the start-finish line. Where we're located right now will be the end of pit row. And as you see, at that Y, you could have gone straight, but it'll be coned off because, like I said at the beginning of the clip, they're using the entrance road to Fiesta Island as part of the course. And so the two lanes will be divided with cones. On the bike that I'm riding to film this, I've just moved over to the other side as I want to pull into the dirt lot. So we are absolutely looking east at this is the location of where I started the video. And just to finish up, I'm ready to pull in to the dirt parking lot where most of the contestants will park their vehicles, because the island will be closed off except for vendors and those obviously who are volunteering to help with the race. And we're back again at the start of where the video began, and I hope this was informative for you. Again, if you have any questions, please call Adrenalina SkateShop. Alright then, laters. This is Michael signing off.